So now we're going to go to our next speaker for tonight. Her name is Dorothy Means. The title of her speech is The Help Plus. She is working on her 9th project in her Competent Communicator Manual. And her speech will be 5 to 7 minutes. And it's always a plus when you read something as well as see it in living color. It makes learning fun and interesting. It appeals to your senses as well as your intellect. Please help me welcome Dorothy.
You is kind. You is smart. You is important. Master Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. How many of you have seen the movie and or read the book, The Help? Great. I decided that The Help, that movie that I watched, really fit into what I wanted to say tonight, because I really want to go to a meeting that we had here at Toastmasters. We all have Toastmasters in common. The question was asked by the duet of people who stood here to talk to us, why are you here? So the question, I just want to repeat, why are you here? And I also want to add to that, what is your purpose? John Maxwell says this: 2 great things happen to you. One is the day you were born. You are special. And the second is the day you determine your why, your purpose, and you step into it. I love being a part of a club that is always up there in the district. That is number one, because it adds value to me. You add value to this club because you are here. We are working on our goals. Our VPE gave us a speech, and she gave us this goal nugget, and it's talking about your goals. I had determined that life was happening to me so quickly until I really didn't stop to determine why I'm here. Now, I know why I was born and I know what I'm passionate about. But while I'm here in Toastmasters, did I really write it down? Did I put a deadline to it? I am very innate. When I think about you coming in, is this your second time? This is your first. She's already got her competent communicator pin. She was focused. I'm asking tonight, are you intentional, meaning, are you going to make something happen? And number 2, do you have a plan? Do you have a growth plan for your life? Number 3, are we going to step into the challenge? Just because you know something does not mean that you do it. The saying is, you know better, you do better. We don't always do that. We know stuff that we don't do. So what are we going to do with this Toastmaster experience that we are in? So I decided that I would challenge myself, but I want to share with you a growth plan. My husband and I always evaluated the year. New Year's Eve, we were evaluating what the past year, our goals, what we wanted for our relationship, what we wanted for parenting, what we wanted in our personal goals, what we wanted in our professional goals, where we wanted to vacation, and how we were going to add value to our families. mine and his. When I heard the speech, Why Are You Here? And I read the goal sheet that was written out, I started to focus on why I am here in Toastmasters and decided to put a deadline on it. When I think about the movie The Help, the nanny told the little girl, because she was in a family whose mother was focused on whatever she was focused on. So the nanny said, you was kind, you was important, you was smart. We have to have help as we develop, as we grow. And we also have to have a plan. We have to be accountable if we're going to maximize on our life. So my question and my challenge to you is, why are you here? What is your life purpose? Do you have a growth plan? My growth plan is to listen to a CD weekly, to read a book monthly, and to do a leadership seminar once a year and implement at least one thing that I've learned. It must be intentional. And just because we write our goals and we have growth plans does not mean it will go according to how we planned it. We must leave a margin for those emergencies that will happen. It's been said that a life unexamined is not worth living. So we really want to examine while we're here, and I'm going to keep it in here because we're Toastmasters while we are here, and all the greatness that's in you, individually and collectively. And so I simply say thank you to those who've gotten up and spoken to awaken our awareness. Those who provide handouts each time they speak. Mentors that have made it possible for me to ask questions and grow and critique my speeches. Are we willing to accept the challenge? Are we willing to make the plans? Why are we here in Toastmasters? Let's just maximize on this growth. It's not accidental. It must be intentional. We can make it happen. Back to you.